onslaught of this COVID-19 pandemic had greatly affected various sectors such as education. The teacher, the students, and the staff faced the arduous changes brought by virtual learning. Today, to enlighten us about these challenges and to give us a glimpse of how it feels like to be a teacher in the Philippines, we have a special guest. She is an elementary teacher at Disciplina Village Bignay Elementary School, Miss Willa Jane Tuazon. Hi, ma'am. Welcome to my show.
Hello, Miss Ina. Thank you for inviting me to your show. I'm glad to be here.
I will not prolong it any longer. I will start my interview. Based on the background
Yeah, sure.
information, based on the based on the background information I have gathered about you, I heard that you were supposed to take a Bachelor of Arts in Marketing. What changes your mind and push you to pursue teaching profession?
Yeah, that's true. I supposed to take Bachelor of Arts in Marketing, but during an exam or interview, the deans suggested that I should take education, but I say saying education is not meant for me or teaching is not meant for me. But then my name is on the list of the bachelor education major in preschool, and my parents told me, why don't I try it? If I don't like, I can change my course at the latter part, but then I tried to learn and love teaching.
What are the usual challenges that you face every day as a teacher, and how do you overcome these challenges?
Some of you may find my challenge our challenges redundant, but having 50 plus pupils in a classroom will be different. In a classroom, of course, you need to prepare yourself about pupils who don't have baon, pencil, papers. Sometimes they go to school without taking a bath, but it's not necessary. And pupils who are hyper and tends to make daldal or start to fight in a classroom.
What are your three greatest strengths, and how do you use these strengths to empower your students?
My three greatest strengths are creativity, communication skills, and ability to explain things in a simple way. This strength of mine, I converted it into a story. If my pupils are having difficulty in understanding a lesson, I try to change my way of teaching by relating a story.
If you have strengths, what are your three weaknesses, and how do you deal with these weaknesses?
My three weaknesses are patience, time management, and teaching math. As a teacher, you should have lots of patience to your pupils, but sometimes it reaches our limit and we scolded them daily. In time management, of course, our pupils are, some of them are slow in writing, so it consumes a lot of time, and we tend to have a lot of time in a certain subject, and the other subject have a minimal time only. And for teaching MAPE, it's hard to teach MAPE if you don't master the music, arts, PE, and health.
So, we all know that being a teacher may often get too emotionally and physically draining. What are the things that you do to cope with this stress?
So when I cope my stress, I tend to eat, of course, which is I become so big right now in midst of pandemic. I watch anime or Korean, of course, and last but not the least, for my mind, of course, I need to enhance my psychological mind, so I read some books.
What are the things about being a teacher that you wish more people should know?
Hmm. Being a teacher is not an easy as one, two, three. But others will say, nah, just teach children. You can just teach children about alphabets and numbers. It is not difficult to do that. Well, sad to say, they're wrong. Because in teaching pupils, more only the elementary, you need to start with the letters to be followed by the syllables, the words, the sentences, the paragraphs, and so on and so forth. So it is not easy.
Yes, it's true. Right. Do you have a memorable encounter with a student? If yes, what is it and why will you always remember that moment?
Yes, I do. I always told to my pupils if they don't have paper or pencil, they should do something about it. Don't wait for others to approach you. Rather, you should approach them first. So one time, I heard my pupil said, wala na akong papel. Then one of his classmates said, di gumawa ka ng paraan, aantay mo ba si teacher na magbigay sa'yo? Which I find it funny because they get my attitude regarding by being independent to yourself.
Okay. Uh, what is the most difficult part of being a teacher during this pandemic?
During this pandemic, everyone are having a hard time to cope up with the new normal. They said you just need to work at 8 hours only, which I find it hard to believe because I start my morning class 7 o'clock a.m. and ends at 5 o'clock p.m. Then after that, there are more papers that need to be accomplished from 5 p.m. up to 11 p.m. if you're lucky, and if you're not, you will extend to 1 a.m. Teachers need to be online all the time because we work from home.
With the current pandemic, how do you ensure that your students get to learn all the lessons they need amidst the challenges they are facing?
In the new normal, we organize online class for those who have internet. We also send PowerPoint screenshot to those who didn't join the online class. We also do texting for those keypad phone only. And for those who do not have any phone at all, we do home visitation.
Mm. Recently, the World Bank released a data that shows the country's poor state of education. As a teacher, do you agree with this data? If yes, how do you think this problem should be addressed?
Yes, it's true. In the past or longer years ago. But now, I don't think it is true. As time goes by, our system of education shows improvement, even though it's minimal. That's why we adapt the K to 12 education that are using by other countries so that we can keep up with other countries as well.
What is the usual advice that you give to the students who are having difficulty in learning?
Just teach or learn one concept at a time. Just like in math, you need to master the addition rather than learning all at once.
As a teacher, how do you use your profession to empower your community?
They said teachers are the backbone of the society. There's no other profession if there's no teachers at all. Teachers are role models to children. They offer guidance and give children the power of education that the community needs to grow.
Education is the key to success. It is a known fact that a child's financial status may hinder him from acquiring the education he rightfully deserves. As a teacher, how do you think this problem should be addressed?
Well, the Department of Education established a program called EFA. EFA means education for all. No matter what your social status are, you have free access to education. And when you are in a junior or senior high school, you will receive a voucher for you to continue your studies. There's a saying, there's a way, there's a will, there's a way. It's up to you. How will you use your privilege?
Hmm. For the last question, what is your message? What is your message for the youth who dreams of being a teacher like you someday?
To anyone out there, I'm telling you, If you want to become a teacher, make sure that you have already your partner, like a husband or a boyfriend. Teacher is a demanding work. It will consume your 90% of your time and the 10% of the time still related to teaching. So, God bless.
Very well said. So, everyone who wants to become a teacher, prepare yourself. And that's all. Thank you, Ma'am Willa, for your cooperation. Till next time.
Thank you,
Bye.
Kristine. Bye.